Here along the left side of Bokhållargatan, to the corner towards Hospitaltorget, was the famous 19th century tavern empire. The owner was Anders Petter Andersson, alias Bon på Druvan. His two taverns were next to each other, but each appealed to a different kind of clientele. He was also the owner of the town's monopoly of the sale of alcohol. The Druvan comprised both hotel and restaurant, and in the corner towards Hospitaltorget was the somewhat plainer Sotarkrogen. Bon was a large, stately person, always impeccably dressed, frequently in a high hat, a gold chain across the stomach, and calm at all times. It is said that one could have taken him for an English lord, but only before he blew his nose loudly into his fist. Bon was not easily impressed with travelling drink salesmen who wanted to do some business. He would reply, "That kind of filth I can make myself." Despite his cognac being called Marelle, not unlike the French cognac called Martel, his tavern empire competed with the more cultivated Stora Hotel on Stora Torget. Bon på Druvan expanded by buying the Wernerska Gården close to Stångå River, which had been the summer place of the town's Dr. Henrik Werner. Now it really became a pleasure park, with an inn, circus buildings, music pavilion and theatre, etc. He even had a water closet built for ladies. Yet Bon was not pleased with it all. 10 years later he also bought the town's fine theatre, which was called the Assembly and Spectacle House, and was located right opposite the Church of St. Lars. The theatre was already judged as a safety risk concerning fire, yet he solved this by having firemen standing by at every performance. There are many stories about Bon. He had a colourful language interspersed with foreign words which he picked up on his travels in Europe. The foreign words were not always used correctly. He was supremely gifted to see opportunities where others just saw problems, which helped him build this large entertainment empire. Can you imagine this helped to counter the snobism of the so-called finer circles in Linköping? Not at all. Everyone who was seen to be influential boycotted his funeral. Now let's have a peek around the corner. Diagonally across the street is Nygatan 36, which was the Wallenberg family's first house in Linköping. This was a family already involved with small business interests at the end of the 18th century. At that time there was still no bankers, so private individuals gave out loans to people who required them. The most renowned member of the large family is probably André Oskar Wallenberg, who eventually founded Stockholm's Enskilda Bank in 1856. Earlier he had spent many years abroad. He had been a naval officer, worked as a captain on a steamboat, which travelled between Linköping and Stockholm, and a lot of money as a wholesaler in Sundsvall, been a Liberal member of Parliament, and then founder of a bank. The Wallenberg family continues to dominate Swedish industry to this day. We shall not forget André Oskar's father, who was the highly respected Bishop Wallenberg. It was he who bought Nygatan 35 for his family. This was a man who involved himself in a wide variety of issues, such as Freemasonry, swimming aptitude among the population, the development of Östergötland's Economical Society, supporter of Linköping Savings Bank, and he was also a shareholder in the Göta Kanal Company. He was the grammar school's most senior supervisor, and saw to it that the first gymnasium was built during his time as bishop in the Diocese of Linköping. It seems the list could go on forever. Moreover, he and his wife Laura were very hospitable. There was a constant stream of guests at the bishop's residence, the house at Nygatan 35, which the Wallenberg family owned, had moved to Gamla Linköping. The next stop on our tour is the Horticultural Society of Linköping. Continue on Nygatan until you reach Apotekaregatan, where you turn off to the left. Soon you will see the gates of the Horticultural Society.